The story begins in front of a tea stall. We see a guy having a cup of tea and chit-chatting with the tea stall owner. When the chit-chat is over, the guy asks the stall owner to give back his change. The stall owner is puzzled as he hasn't received any money. The guy shouts at the tea stall owner. Then we see another guy wearing a white shirt joining the conversation. The guy who had been shouting says that the tea stall guy took his money but now is refusing to give back his change. The tea stall guy gives up and realizes that he has been conned. He doesn't make a big fuss about it and gives back the only 100 taka he has to the angry guy. Next we see the guy who was wearing a white shirt and the guy who was angry at the tea stall owner meeting up. Apparently they are on the same team. We learn that the guy wearing the white shirt is called Mojnu and the angry guy is his uncle. And they con people like this to earn money. Then we see them in another scene where they take a third person in their team. His name is Bozlu. Bozlu is supposed to play a dead guy. The uncle is supposed to play a guy mourning for the dead. He would beg people to give him some money so that he can bury the dead body. And Mojnu will play the part of a news reporter who will just pretend to doubt their intentions at first and then contribute 50 taka to encourage the crowd to donate more. This time around the thing doesn't go well as Bozlu mistakenly coughs, which makes the crowd angry. Thanks to Mojnu's quick thinking, they survive a brutal public beating that time around. Then we see them taking on another project. They will just pretend to be singers and dance in the public. They will hide the cassette player where the songs will be played. This also fails miserably. Then we see Bozlu and the uncle at the station. They are planning to drug a guy and take all his money. Unfortunately, Bozlu drinks the drug himself at the station and falls sick. You are probably thinking that none of these guys have tried to find a regular job, but they did. Mojnu is a philosophy major who tried over and over again to find a job, but failed miserably and got frustrated. After failing to master the art of conning people successfully, the guys decide to take on a different route. They convince Mojnu to get married and collect a handsome dowry. With the money from the dowry, they are planning to open a restaurant. On their way to the bride's house, they learn that the house they're heading toward is the house of some notorious criminal in the area. They get scared but think that it's just village people exaggerating. After reaching the bride's house, they see that it's empty. The groom, Mojnu, gets locked up. Bozlu and the uncle are forced to play a game of mud wrestling as it's the tradition of the local area before a marriage takes place. While Mojnu is locked up in a room, he gets to meet a girl who later helps him to get out. Mojnu finds out that the same girl is also the bride. She tells Mojnu that she knows she is the daughter of a criminal and grooms usually run away hearing about her family history. Then we see the guys under a tree. Apparently, the last mud wrestling incident has given the uncle a bright idea. He now pretends to be a saint who only eats mud. Mojnu and Bozlu are his two assistants. That scheme also fails when the chairman of the area forces them to eat mud in front of everyone. Next we see Bozlu and the uncle attacking a guy named Hassan. Mojnu fights them off and pretends to be like a hero. Mr. Hassan invites Mojnu to his house for his bravery. During chit-chat, Mr. Hassan asks Mojnu if he knows the two guys who attacked him. He says yes. Mr. Hassan calls the police and asks Mojnu if he's scared. Mojnu says that he has gone to jail before. Mr. Hassan asks him regarding his education. Mojnu says that he studied philosophy. Mr. Hassan asks him if he knows any names of famous philosophers in Bangladesh, to which Mojnu replies, "Sir, we're all philosophers in this country." Mr. Hassan smiles and gives him a job. In the last scene, we see Mojnu meeting up with the same girl from the house of criminals. The girl asks why he came back. He doesn't say anything. The girl then asks him if he wants to get married now and laughs. Mojnu laughs too, and the story ends there.